Hello, moving to the second part of the same chapter, that is chapter number 6, Components of Food, part 2. In earlier part, we have seen that how has been carbohydrate tasted and which are the food items that consist of carbohydrates. Now, the next food component which we are going to talk about is fats. Now, fats also is an important part of our diet. It provides us with energy. Of course, carbohydrate which we have seen, that was also a good source of energy, but fats is it provides us energy, but in fact a little more energy as compared to carbohydrates. Okay, fats are used as energy stores in our body. Sources of edible animal fats are cod liver oil, butter, ghee, cheese, etc. Fats are obtained from even milk and meat, and sources of edible plant fats are peanuts, soya bean, sunflower, sesame, coconut oil. All these oils are being brought up by these all plant products. The presence of fats can also be detected with the help of a simple test. Now, this test is very simple. Here, we are going to only check. You will crush the coconut in a piece of paper and keep it in a tissue. You will see small droplets of oily substance present in it, which shows you the presence of fat in a food item. So here you do not need any kind of chemicals and all to check the presence of fats in a food item. The next nutrient that we are going to talk about is proteins. Now, protein is again an essential component of our diet. Okay, they are known as building blocks of life. They are complex substances found in many food items and are made up of thousands of small units known as amino acids. Proteins are required for growth and repair of worn out parts of our body. Do you know that whenever we met with an accident, or if we meet with a small incident also, we have more amount of proteinaceous proteinaceous food substances, which build up or repair of worn out parts of the body. Even a worn out tissue is being built up, repaired by having more proteinaceous food. Muscles in the body are also made up of proteins, and proteins are obtained. What are the sources of protein? They are obtained from plants as well as animals. And important plant sources of proteins are pulses, which we have generally nuts, seeds and legumes. And animal sources of protein include milk and milk products, eggs, fish, poultry and meat. The presence of protein in a food item can also be shown with the help of a simple chemical test. Okay, so protein, how it has been tasted in a milk, I'll just tell you a short, it's being given in your textbook also. Take some milk in a test tube and add 10 drops of caustic soda into it. Then add 1 drop of copper sulfate solution and shake it well. You will observe a color change in it. A mauve color appears. This shows that milk contains proteins. Then the next nutrient which we are going to talk about is vitamins. Now this nutrient is needed in a very small amount. Vitamins are very important for keeping our body healthy. Until now, the carbohydrates, fats and proteins which we are talking about are the major components of food. Vitamins is a minor component because it is needed in a very small amount for our body. There are number of vitamins which our body needs, and each of these is found in different food items and have a specific role to play for the functioning of our body. Okay, now here you can see that vitamin A, B, D and E are being shown in the slide. Now vitamin A, the sources of vitamin A are carrot, mango, liver, fish liver oil and butter. And why it is important for our body? Because our eyes stay in a good condition, hair and skin remains in a good condition. For that we need a source of vitamin A. Then vitamin B is present in yeast, meat, fish, milk and green vegetables. And why it is important? Because it keeps proper functioning of muscles and nerve, and even it's been used for the growth. Then the next vitamin is vitamin C, which is mostly been obtained by citrus fruits like lemon, orange and amla, and it keeps our teeth and gum remain healthy and even helps us to have a good resistance power against diseases. Okay, nowadays as corona is going on, you all know that most of us tells that we should have more vitamin and minerals in our diet, and even more amount of vitamin C, the sources of vitamin C. Then there is the vitamin D. Cod liver oil, milk, butter, exposure to sunlight, these all are sources of vitamin D. And why it is important? Because it makes our bone and teeth become strong. And the last one is vitamin E, which is generally been obtained from sunflower seeds and oil, peanuts, broccoli, mango, and it protects against heart diseases and cancer. Then the next is minerals in our food. Minerals is the next food uh, nutrient which is present and which is a very important part of our diet, but it is again needed in a very small amount. They help in building up various parts of our body and in carrying out various life processes. They are obtained from both plant food as well as animal food. Plants absorb minerals from the soil and animals feed on plants, and so animal food also contains minerals. Now the minerals, the sources and importance in our body are been given in the slide. Mainly the important ones are calcium, phosphorus, iron, sodium and iodine. Okay, this table shows you more than that, but we are just going to study about these 5 minerals, that is calcium, phosphorus, iron, sodium and iodine. Now the sources of calcium are milk, green vegetables, and it is important for building bones and teeth, and it even helps blood to clot. If you get injured, if it's more bleeding has been happening, if you have good amount of calcium, the blood will clot and it will stop flowing. Then the next is phosphorus. It has been present in meat, fish and eggs, and it's been used for building bones and teeth. Then the next is iron. It's been obtained in liver, meat, green vegetables, and it helps in making blood in the body. The next is sodium, which is present in salt and green vegetables. It maintains water balance in the body. And the next and the last one is the iodine, which has been obtained from seafood and iodized salt which we have. You might have heard in ads that we should have iodized salt. Okay, and it is important in the body because it helps in keeping the growth proper. So this was all about the different components of food.